This is a trader and investor. In this video, we're going to take a look at what the markets are about to do to get the day started. It's 6:20 Pacific time. That's my time. In about 10 minutes, the markets are going to open. And looking at the futures, we are seeing a pretty much flat day. The day ended somewhere here, and today we're in that same space, same area. So when I look at SPY, this is where it ended, and if you can see here, the pre-market is saying we're about the same place. So it could be one of those inside days, or it could be one that will just take off, because right now this is where price is. So where are we going to open the 15-minute range? So it's going to be somewhere from here to here, or from here to here. So depending on what that does, that is going to give us an indication on how far we are going to go. The reason why I want to draw those is if we break these during the first 15 minutes, for me, that's a very good indication that I'm going to take this down and target this area. That's what I'm going to do. And if it breaks this, I'm going to take this up and target somewhere in this zone. So that's going to give us a couple of dollars move to the upside, and maybe $3 move to the downside that I'm targeting. Whether the market gives us that or not, it's yet to be seen, but that's what I'm looking at. And let's take a look at quickly at the hourly chart and redraw our order block, because this hourly order block has already been mitigated. And so the last one that I see from an hourly perspective is this one here. So as an entry, if we break the 415 area, the shortest distance I expect is for that to go $1, and if not, it will go at least halfway through that order block. Most of the time they do, but I just want to make sure that we don't enter a position and get stopped here. And I will take advantage of this $1 move, but with very tight stop, delta 50. That's about a 50 cents gain on the options. So if you do 10 contracts, that's $500. So if you do 10 contracts, what I'm going to do is probably take at least 75% of my position off here. I usually do just 50%, but this is so tight. If I enter this position, I will take 75% at that 50 cents options move, $1, the SPY move, to then just take the next 25% somewhere down here. That's what I would probably do. But again, I say probably because if I see price strike through this like this, I'm just going to wait for it to give me some good entries, so that $1 move I only take off 50%, not 75%. Takes the other 50% off around this area here, and then ride the rest to see if we get stopped here, or if we get stopped here, just ride the rest. That's how I'm looking at it. That's what it's setting up. And so if we look at the Qs, to take a look at that quickly, we look at the Qs. Again, the pre-market is saying same story, flat. That's what we are seeing, is it's flat here. So what in the Qs, I think a little bit of a better targeting, because I have this imbalance that I want to target to the upside. If we get a tight range to start with, so I can take advantage of this movement. To the downside, I don't know where we're going to go. It's a long distance to the downside, so I have lots of room. With the first area sign of trouble would be the low of yesterday. So if we break that low of yesterday, we still have a lot of room to go to the downside. IWM, look at IWM. Everything is starting in that same zone. Now IWM, what makes it interesting for me is we're starting near this 15-minute range low of yesterday. So I would like that to come down here and break these lows, or maybe even break the low of yesterday, so that I can take advantage of this entry here, this kind of entry. That would be a beautiful entry because we have lots of room to go to the downside. And on the upside, I would like to break yesterday's high. I would like to, so that's somewhere here. I would like to break last week. This last week's low is already broken. I would like us to come back into that zone. So if we break this area, the imbalance is not far away. So if that's where we break it, I'm not going to enter that position long yet, because what I want to see is this imbalance taken care of, retested, and resuming. But I think the markets are leaning more to the downside because we were kind of weak yesterday, and we were right around there. Otherwise, we're having an inside day, and inside day is no trade for me. No trade for me. I want to see much wider range for a possible of a dollar move in the ETF, so that I can capture that 50 cents move in the options. So that's what I'm looking at. So if we look at the diamonds yesterday, I mentioned they were the strongest, and today they're opening slightly above yesterday's close. But again, in the diamonds, I want to see this broken. I want to see this broken for us to have very solid range. Now this, if we do this from where it is right now to breaking this, is a $1.56 move. So that's a lot of distance to break. So if that happens, I am not in a hurry to enter position, because this big movement here from this area to this area, that's because this is a lot of distance. If that happens, I'm not in a hurry to enter this position, because $1.56 is a big move. So what I'm going to wait for, this break here, retest, and then target this old imbalance down here. This is what I would like to see happen. So this is how the markets are setting up. We're about to open, so I will come back and do another review towards the end of the day. So everyone, don't forget to like this video. Take care, and I wish you a successful trading day. Make some green, and I'll see you in the next video.